What is going on, MSF family? GoofyRhexxi here, and hope everybody is doing well. And welcome back, guys, to another segment of the weekly headliner, week number 7, baby. We got some blitzes returning this week, right? We got first, to top it off, we got another Black History featured character here at the top of the week. And then on Thursday, we got Bobby Drake. On Thursday, Iceman, Coldest Ice Blitz, returning Jubilee's Legendary Event. That's going to be ending soon, so get your Pimp Tech characters ready if you can. We got to talk about the Lunar Event, man. The disaster that is the Lunar Event. Just kind of giving you a recap, how I've been going about it so far, what I've seen so far with the community, and some other events coming on Friday, returning events on Friday, and then some stuff to prepare for the following week, guys. So let's get into it right now. All right, welcome back. So the first blitz of this week, like I said, is going to be a featured character for Black History Month here, and it's going to be War Machine. So we got Rhodey, man. And Rhodey is definitely an important character here for that Power Armor team. Very good war offense team here that you're definitely going to want to get. I would say for the beginner or maybe mid-game players, this is definitely going to be your opportunity to go and get those shards that you need for this character. A lot of late game players this week, right? They're not going to be going very hard on War Machine. They already got it maxed out, so they don't need this blitz. So I would definitely recommend, if you're an earlier player, you're not late game, whatever, like definitely make sure that you punch at it and try to get these shards. War Machine is the primary damage dealer for that Power Armor team. So you definitely want to make sure that you go after getting those shards for him, man. And what we're looking at here in terms of numbers, probably quite similar to what we had with the Miles Morales blitz here. Same scenario, right? A lot of late game players already have, Miles at 7 stars, so the competition is not going to be as high. Still looking at probably for top 1 to 100, looking at 31 mil or so. Top 1%, 14.2 is a cutoff. 2 to 3, we got 8.4, 4, so on and so forth. There's going to be a blitz prediction going out tomorrow. So, you'll definitely have specifically War Machine's numbers and what those are projected to look like. But like I said, there's no event going on right now that requires blitzing. So definitely take some time tonight when that blitz drops, figure out where you need to land, how many blitz rotations you need to do to get the desired shards and numbers that you need to, because definitely, like I said, he's important for that Power Armor team. And then the second blitz of this week on Thursday is going to be this man, as cold as ice as he is going to be Bobby Drake, man. And Bobby Drake, super important for that team. I think in general, the Astonishing X-Men team, they kind of need all their characters, right? There's not one character that you can do without when it comes to that team. And they're really, really, really good. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But numbers are going to be high on that Iceman blitz. Like I said, we got that 1 to 100, 45 mil. And we got that top 1%, 35, similar to what we already had with Bishop, similar to the first blitz that we had with Iceman. This is going to be the final blitz, for Iceman. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you do the best that you can. I'm probably going to max out, on my rotations per day here because I'm a maniac. And, as Mobile says, he says, what, he's a dirty blitzer. I'm pretty much a dirty blitzer myself now, so I'm going to be maxing that stuff out here, trying to get that 2 to 3%, try to get those 55 shards, plus that 21, right? So it's that 76 shards, in total I'm going to be trying to get for Iceman here because, like I said, very important character. I got 5 reds on him too, so I want to be able to fill those stars out. But yeah, Iceman, that blitz is back on Thursday. And then speaking of Iceman and the Astonishing X-Men team, like I said, the Jubilee event is back, right? Jubilee's event, or not back, but it is still active right now. This is probably going to be less time. It's a day and 22 hours from when I'm recording this video. So for you, check what time that is. Jubilee is great. The Astonishing X-Men team, they are a fantastic team. Love them. What are they doing so far? Right now, I have mine at 209K total power level. Obviously, more investment into what I believe are the top 3 characters on this team, which would be Bishop, Beast, and Jubilee. Got Bishop and Jubilee and Bishop. Beast, Jubilee, and Bishop, got them right now at gear tier 11. Gonna be looking to push them to gear tier 12 and probably be leaving Kitty Pryde and Iceman at gear tier 10 for now. But I'm using them in U7 difficulty 3 and they are amazing. They're absolutely amazing. They're one-shotting nodes. The health, the sustain, their speed is impeccable. It's really, really, really good. You know, one of the things I will say though, because they're only 209 and with difficulty 3, we're timing out on some of those nodes, right? Because Bishop is their primary damage dealer, and he's just not at a big enough level yet for me to be as successful with him. But listen, I at first when people were like, yo, this team is doing U7 difficulty 5 at 285k, I'm like, no, you're lying. And then when I tried difficulty 3, U7 difficulty 3 right now with a 209k power level, it's insane. They don't die. They're so fast. You know, it's absolutely amazing. They're beating boss nodes, vision nodes, war machine. Like, they're doing really, really, really well. So if you can try to get Jubilee, you know, get those Pimtech characters ready. You got a couple hours or so or hours left or a day or so to be able to get this done, but definitely well worth it. You know, I think is Jubilee for sure. So a Lunar Festival event is going on, and wow, I just took a look at this here. Pim acceleration. So obviously the Pimtech team is a team that you need in order to be able to unlock Jubilee, right? You need, you know, these are the new characters: Stature, Yellow Jacket, Ghost, you know, Ant-Man and Wasp. And I saw this event here, and you're getting, obviously it's the double drop event where you're going to be able to get 2 times, you know, on the campaign nodes of 4 of these characters. And it made me think about it. And somebody actually mentioned this to me today. Why is it that the double drop event can't last for the entirety of the legendary event, right? Like, I feel like that would be, because it's usually only 24 hours. I feel like it would be beneficial if they just allowed it to last throughout the event, so of the character. So yeah, you're gonna have multiple days to be able to get the double drop, but it's just 3 days typically, right? When the event rolls around and how long it lasts. So I don't know, man. It would be nice if they allowed for the double drop days or the double drop event or whatever you want to call it for the characters that you need for a legendary, if they decided to last throughout the duration of the legendary event. Now let's go back to this Lunar Festival event, which I think is an absolute crapshoot, man. I don't know. I don't know what this was. I'm not going to harp on it. You know, obviously the well wishes aspect of it is crazy. What I'm doing right now with it is I'm pretty much basically kind of stopping here, you know, I'm stopping about 300 or so, just enough to be able to grab, you know, some of these Elite 4 credits. You know, I think one day I did get some of the Armory 15 stuff. Yeah, I did get some of the Armory 15 stuff, but just a lot of cores, man. And the way that I'm kind of approaching it is, number one, it's going to be based on your alliance, right? Like, what can your alliance do? I think Remen made a video, X made a video talking about, first and foremost, don't change anything at first. See how things are working for you by just playing regularly. Like, what are you getting, you know, for the alliance milestones? How far are you pushing up, right? We're pretty close right now to be able to get those beast shards. I'm confident, and we're going to be able to get these Kitty Pride shards. Maybe we might be able to get the Bobby Drake ones too. And, you know, we'll see how far we go, but we're not really overexerting ourselves here because it's a lot of cores to spend. You know, I only have 2,666. It seems like a lot, but, you know, the White Tiger event is rolling around, right? So I'm being very cautious about what I'm spending. I am spending that extra 100 cores that they are giving us via the calendar. You know, for sure, I'm definitely doing that. But yo, you think I'm about to drop 3,000 cores every day? Child, please. I ain't doing that. No, you ain't catching me doing that, right? I'm not buying any cores in order to be able to do that, man. So listen, that's kind of where we are right now, you know, when it comes to the Lunar Festival event. I like some of the rewards. Primarily for me right now, what I've been finding the benefit of is really being able to grab these. You know, what have we grabbed so far? We've been able to grab some ABCs. The purple gear is a grind for me right now. You know, like I said, I'm mid-game. I've said it before, I'm mid-game, mid to early late game right now. You know, so ABCs for me are definitely still a big thing. You know, I was struggling. I got a lot right now, but it's really because of the events. RTA is back, stuff like that. I've been, you know, the Greek raid orbs, that's been helping me out. But prior to, you know, probably, let's say like Wednesday, I was down to about like 150 or so. ABCs are a big deal. Astonishing X-Men characters, new teams are coming out. We do not have enough, you know, purple gear. And that is, I'm starting to feel the strain a little bit when it comes to that. So being able to grab these milestones have definitely been helping out me. You know, I know that it's probably going to be able to help you guys out too. You know, wherever you are, man, this for those rewards, those have been beneficial. The orbs themselves, like the Armory 15, stuff like that, the 14s I definitely can understand are helpful for some of the players in this game. You know, for me, it's not really, I don't really need a lot of 14 pieces right now, other than like catalyst. So these are very good, like the superior catalyst, you know, but yeah, definitely a weird event, man. Definitely a weird event. I think some people talked about it kind of being somewhat disrespectful from a cultural perspective. I can't really speak to that, but I can definitely understand that if that's the case, that's not cool at all, right? But yeah, I mean, that's the Lunar Festival event, man. It is what it is. Like, I'm kind of over it and moving on. Some other events that are going on this week that I wanted to talk about was the Payday event. So that's the Merc event where you're going to be able to get, you know, these, right? Gold, the first time completion usually gives you some gold orbs, right? So gold orbs and then gold. And then if you've already completed a tier already, then you're going to be able to get, you know, some more gold here. So get your mercs ready. You know, mercs are definitely important in this game. And I'll show, if you don't know how to find mercs, obviously sorted by mercenary, and these are the mercs that you have available to you. A lot of them are super useful in the game, man. Deadpool obviously used on the X-Force team, Taskmaster, you know, merc team, he is the merc team. Merc Rygar, Killmonger is used on the mercs. Can be used on a skilled military team. Not a lot of people are using them on a skilled military team though, but can use them on a skilled military team. Merc Lieutenant, man, is such a great utility character in the game. Korath is another one, good one. Bullseye's another good one too. I'm not gonna be ready for that 6-star yet, I don't think, unless I decide to put those stars, you know, into Merc Soldier and then build them up just enough just so that I can do the 6-star of the event. I might do that. I'm not sure yet, but even then, Merc Lieutenant is still not ready. So listen, we might have to skip the tier 6 version of this event and still just stick to that 5. But listen, definitely important. You know, gold is such a chokehold or a bottleneck in this game. So anytime that you can get more of it, you do the very best that you can. There's also going to be a double drop event or double drop day as well, just like the Pimp Tech, right? Double drop day for these Merc shards. I know 2 times 0 is still 0, but you know, with the double drop events, remember that those typically go live at the offer reset time. So store offers, you know, reset time. That's typically when that goes live. So I would hold your farms for your Merc characters until that point in period of time. Farm them then, and then when your day reset hits again, then you're going to be able to have 2 chances. You can farm your mercs again. So you're going to have 2 chances at that double drop there. So, you know, this is a quick little tip just in case you didn't know. But yeah, let's jump into some stuff here from the blog post really quickly. All right, listen, this one right here is the one that first of all, this is the blog post that we're looking at right now. The blog post ain't really had nothing in there, right? The previous one, they delayed the original one. They delayed this one because they realized that if they had released this blog post, this empty blog post, people would have had a fit. So they released the community feedback one. I've already talked about it already in the previous video. That's on my channel. So go take a look at that, guys. Talk about the things that they were definitely missing from that blog post, and then also reacted to some of the stuff that they talked about in that community feedback blog post acknowledgement that they did on Friday. But this one here, man, the returning legendary event, this one stuck out like a sore thumb, right? They announced Star-Lord previously before and then changed it and said that Black Bolt was going to be next. Real suspect, man, the way that they did that. And it just brought me back to the idea of we need a legendary cadence. So of course, yes, Black Bolt is going to be coming back. They're going to be increasing the shards that you're going to be getting from the calendar. There's also going to be the double drop. We already know about that. They always do that already. But man, this did not feel good. You know, from a community standpoint, community was pretty livid. They did this twice, right? Nick Fury was announced, and then you took that back, and then said Jubilee was next. Then Star-Lord was announced, and you took that back and then said Black Bolt's going to be next. I don't know, man. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel right. I think the community definitely has a gripe about this, because I do think to a certain extent that they should know when a legendary is coming, and you can't group them so close together. How long ago was Black Bolt? I feel like his legendary event was like yesterday or like 2 months ago, right? Usually it's about 18 weeks or so, like 3+ months, you know, before that legendary event comes back. So this one just feels pretty bad. And I think that we need to have a legendary cadence. There needs to be more characters, more legendary characters that are going to perm. You're moving Nick Fury. I think Star-Lord should go there next. You know, I definitely think Invisible Woman is a consideration. You know, Magneto might also be a consideration too. I think that you have too many legendaries in rotation right now, and that in itself probably causes a little bit of frustration. And I think there would be some ease if you made more perm and it actually stuck to a legendary schedule when it comes to your other legendaries in the game, especially as you continue to bring more legendaries in, right? Because we know that Jubilee's not going to be the last legendary. There's probably at least going to be another 2 or 3, you know, this year that will be announced. So definitely looking to see that. Also, I think that at some point they did allude to this a little bit in the previous community acknowledgement blog post that, yeah, they're going to be talking about their 2021, you know, sort of outlook for this year. So that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking for them to acknowledge. I talked about their previous blog post where I did some reactions and stuff like that to it. Most likely whenever they do their 2021 thing, I'm going to have a reaction to that too as well. You know, I'm hoping that they're going to sort of acknowledge a few more things, you know, in that 2021, you know, sort of outlook. I don't know if that's going to happen this week or next week. I don't know when it's going to be happening, but I'm hoping that at some point we get some information there, knowing what we can expect, you know, this year in 2021. And listen, guys, I love this game. I love, you know, the interactions in the game. I love the community. You know, I think it's a good game. I think that if they listen to the community more, though, that this game could be even better. And yes, if you want to make more money, that's fine. You would make more money if you fix very, very little things. Some things that we're mentioning, I really don't think it takes that much work for you to fix. I think that this company and this game could last a longer time if they just learn to be a little bit more concerned about the community and not just your pocket. So that's me to you, Scopely. But listen, guys, I appreciate y'all watching this, man. Not really a crazy amount of things to talk about. Some things, like I said, were really, really in the meaty aspect, you know, of that sort of community feedback one, right? Hopefully we get some better things going on this week. Black Bolt event, maybe that will be next week or the following week. Don't know. Also, WandaVision, for the WandaVision fans, looks like we're going to be getting some hour-long episodes now as opposed to the 30 minutes that we were getting before. So that's exciting. Love WandaVision. The show is bananas, man. It gets better every single week. No spoilers, of course, you know, like I said, but definitely very, very good show. This past week was definitely the best episode I've seen so far. Some real interesting things going on. But listen, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys very much. Y'all be blessed and y'all be safe.